Subscribe to this channel for your chance to win a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card. What's going on, peeps? MuaHaHa coming at you with another edition of Clash Royale, the hardcore challenge where you've got to stay undefeated or pack it up and go home. As you can see, we're still sitting at our trophy high of 506 trophies, and we've got a bunch of chests to open, so we're going to go ahead and get right through those. See if there's anything interesting in any of these chests, and then we're going to get right into... well, before we get into battles, we're going to look at some of the cards that we might be able to upgrade and see if there are any deck changes we want to make. And, well, nothing too fantastic. We do have enough to upgrade that baby dragon, but we are not using him just yet. Alright, so we do have enough to upgrade the bomber, and we do have enough to upgrade the goblins. Like I said when we first started this thing, I wasn't too excited about having the bomber in here anyway, so I don't think I'm going to upgrade him. Instead, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in that Valkyrie. We've got a lot of cards for that Valkyrie right now, and she is super tanky, plus she does some AoE damage. She is 1 elixir more expensive than that bomber, but the benefit of her also being a tank is going to outweigh the loss of... what was I going to say? Oh, the additional elixir cost. So we're going to put her in for the bomber. Now we've got a level 3 Valkyrie in there. We can put that Valkyrie out in front of that Musketeer and do some pretty good damage. And let's hop right into it. And, oh, wait a minute. We also have this little thing over here. Oh, we joined a clan, so we get 100 gems and 10 experience. And that's going to put us at level 4, which I'm actually kind of happy about because we do need the additional hit points on our towers, hit points and damage on our towers, as we go into these next matches. All right, here we go. Heading into this thing, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at? We're looking at Ali, or Ali. Ali's got 503 trophies. He is a level 3, so I do have a level advantage. I'm going to start off with that Valkyrie back here for the slow push. He's going to bring in that giant. And now we're going to try to cut that giant down to size before he gets to the tower. He does manage to get a hit off on the tower. We got to take out that Valkyrie. Now we've got this push going up. We're going to actually put our Musketeer back here in the back so that we can get that good Musketeer plus Valkyrie damage going. And that is a pretty strong push going up. I think that we might have that tower. So I'm going to start planning my right side here. I'm going to get... well, let's see. Maybe. No, I'm going to go ahead and, well, it looks like we've pretty much got it. It looks like he might be getting ready to give up. So we're going to put the giant and the prince right up there in front, and then we're going to bring in some goblins, and we're going to try to finish this thing off and get that 3 crown real quick. And, yeah, it looks like we're going to get that. All right, not too bad starting off. You can see that Valkyrie is pretty mean, especially at level 3 this far into the game. And that's, I'm trying to grow that card a lot by using my clan requests, so requesting cards. So when you hit level 3 and you're in a lower level account, you want to try to get, or a free-to-play account, you want to try to get into a clan as quickly as possible so that you can start requesting cards. You want to request cards that are key to your hand. So the cards that I would request are out of those top 8 right there. And whenever a donation request comes out in there for you to give cards away, try to stay away from giving away cards that are in your hand and try to give generously out of the cards that you do not have in your hand. All right, going into number 2. Going up against a level 4. His name is David. And let's see what he's going to bring out against us. I think this time we'll start out with our giant push. And, well, he's going to start out with... that mini P.E.K.K.A. So we're going to actually start out with some smaller troops so that we can take down that mini P.E.K.K.A. fast. And we got to try to take down that giant before he makes it to the tower. He's going to get a hit off on the tower, but just one. And we've got, again, a pretty decent push. Basically, very similar to the same push we had in the last match going in. But you can see the main mistake that these guys are making is they're bringing in their troops right at the bridge, and they're bringing them in very early on in the match. and this looks like a quit. So there's another easy one from David at 536 trophies. David, if you're watching this, sorry, bro. All right, so another 30 trophies, and we are up to 565. That's 3 crowns, so this might be a pretty short match, or at least we're hoping it continues that way. All right, going up against Gorak at 564 trophies, a level 3, and he's got a pretty impressive trophy count for being at level 3. We're going to start off with that giant push back here behind this tower, and we'll see what he tries to come out with. And he is sitting on Elixir right now. So one of the things that you can do, well, I was going to go with that Prince, get that Prince in there, but instead, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a bunch of ranged folks back here, since he's got that mini P.E.K.K.A. And so I need to try to put in, well, that was a pretty good fireball, and that's going to cut down my attack pretty significantly. So what we're going to try to do is get that slow push going again, but this time I think we're going to try to bring in the Knight. We are 0 on damage for each tower, and I was not tracking his Elixir close enough to see who's positive on Elixir. But we're going to go ahead and try to get that same push going. Draws are fine. Draws do not kick you out. It's only when you lose. So if needed, I would go for a draw before... Alright, so he put down that tombstone, so I'm going to get that Valkyrie out in front, because that Valkyrie does her AoE damage. And she's going to do a good job of knocking back those skeletons. And you can see my Prince, I put my Prince behind my Giant, and when the Prince starts that charge, he can actually push the Giant a little bit faster down the lane. And so that's basically what he did. He got the Giant to that tower faster than the Giant would have gotten there on his own. Alright, so now we've got a little bit of trouble coming in. Oh man, that Prince is going to make connection with the tower. I was hoping my Giant over there was going to distract, but did not happen. And now he's got a pretty big force coming in. So I got to beat this Valkyrie back out here, and I got to try to get some of these troops knocked back. Now my Giant is on his tower over there, which is good. But he's got a mini P.E.K.K.A. coming in, and that mini P.E.K.K.A. is just going to cut my Musketeer down big time. And now I've got to try to get rid of that Musketeer. Oh man, he's going to bring in... Alright, so let's see, what are we going to do here? I'm going to bring in the Knight and the Prince right here, just out of range of that bomber tower. And we may have to push for a draw here. I'm going to try to put the Valkyrie right here, and I'm going to put a fireball right on top of that. That should help clear that out. And now I'm going to try to get my Giant up here to put a little bit more work on this tower up here. I'm going to put the Musketeer behind him, and he does have a bomb tower there. And so now that bomb tower is down, we should be able to get that tower down and take this one home. All right, pretty good match. Not bad for him, especially considering he's a level lower. So that was pretty good. That gives us 2 more. Now we're at 8 trophies. All we need is 2 more. And we are currently sitting at 594 trophies. Let's see what's up next. Alright, up against another level 3, sitting at 590 trophies. Zlatan 97. This is going to be, I think, a pretty decent fight for being that high at the trophy count that he's sitting at. Alright, so we're going to try to take this guy down. We're going to try to distract his P.E.K.K.A., pull the P.E.K.K.A., mini P.E.K.K.A. over here. And we're going to get the archers back here. And we're going to try to knock down that Giant so that we can then focus on that mini P.E.K.K.A. and get our push going up the line here. And we're going to get that Valkyrie in for the additional tankiness and AoE damage so that the tower will focus on the Valkyrie and not my squishier troops in the back. And we may be able to take that tower down, which we are. Alright, so we got another Giant coming in. We're going to put our Prince back here. Hopefully he can get a charge going before he comes up on that Giant. And I didn't even see if he connected with the Giant or if he connected with the Knight. But ooh, man, he's got the Giant, the Skeleton Army which actually turned out okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to push this left, or this king tower, see if we can take it down, and see if we can't just hurry up here with the 3 crown. Alright, so he's got the knight there trying to work down my giant. I got my musketeer working on that knight. I can get my prince out here. Well, no, I don't think so, not yet. You know what, I need to build a push. So we're going to hold up back here for a second. Wait until we see what's coming up, and then we're going to build a push around my defensive play. So as he comes in, I'm going to have a defense built up, mainly focused on taking out this giant before he wrecks my tower. He's got a great fireball right there. The giant's going to get a hit off on the tower, but that's okay. And we are going to try to get this push going. And he's going to arrow to try to take out that tower, which does not work. And we may be able to get this 3 crown right here. Get this fireball ready just to make sure that we get a little bit of extra damage on the tower and on the troops. And that should be it. We should be able to get that tower down. Yeah. All right, folks. So not bad. We are definitely starting to see some more challenging players on this free-to-play account, which is good. We didn't really steamroll too many. Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know that I would call it a steamroll. It wasn't too difficult, but you can definitely see that the meta is getting a little more difficult, and the meta is definitely changing as we move up into these higher levels. And giant skeleton. So giant skeleton is great. I would like to get him, and if I could get a goblin barrel going, that makes for a really fun and deceptive deck that may be valuable to play here. All right, new high of 623 trophies on this undefeated account, and the game continues. So thanks for tuning in. I got a video coming soon. My first TV Royale appearance on my legendary account, and I've got that video coming up soon. So stay tuned to this channel. Stay tuned to this channel like it's TV or something. But whatever. Subscribe, like, come on back for more. I appreciate you guys coming in. And hey, before I forget, I gotta say, big thank you out there to everybody for subscribing. We've hit 50 subscribers. Super stoked about that. Don't forget about your chance to subscribe, and when we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be giving away a $25 gift card to either iTunes or Google Play, whatever your choice is. So all you got to do for that is subscribe and make sure that your subscriptions are set to public, so that it shows up in my subscribers feed, and we will be raffling off that ticket. Thanks, guys. MuaHaHa out.